Hello, everyone. My name is Vanessa Garland, and I was honored and humbled to be asked by Zach Harrington to share my testimony. I was born in Canton, Georgia, which is a small town, rural town with lots of farms, and I was born into a family that loved the Lord, and my mom used to say they love the Lord, they love their family, they love music, and my grandpa would add in there that they love baseball. So I know a lot of folks that are part of connected to Sports Reach are athletes, but I never have been much of an athlete, but I sure loved watching the Braves at home with my family. But I grew up in a Christian family, and probably went to church for the first time when I was about 2 weeks old. I think my mom said she took me, and I always knew who Jesus was. I knew all the stories. I grew up in church and went to Bible school and did all those kind of things. And when I was 11 years old, I was at a revival, and the preacher was preaching and made the invitation to come forward, and I was hanging on for dear life, determined to not go, but I eventually let go and made the decision to follow Christ that night. Now, I was 11 years old, so I was a new Christian, but I didn't really know exactly what that meant to be a Christian and to really follow the Lord and to make Him Lord of my life. And as time went on, I grew up, and I met my husband Jimmy, and we became. At first, we were not in the ministry, and after being married for a while, he accepted the call to be a pastor, and we went to Bible college. And while we were at Bible college, I was in a Experiencing God class, and during that class, I realized that I was a Christian, but I never had really given in and made Christ the Lord of my life, and I made that decision tonight. And I remember coming back to the house and running in the house and telling Jimmy that I had made the decision to make the Lord of my life, and it really made a difference. It made a difference in me. It made a difference, and I think in just our family life and everything. I haven't always been the best Christian. I haven't always followed exactly the way I should. I think everybody probably feels that way, but I love the Lord, and I love the things that He blessed me with through my life. I love being a part of the ministry and serving with Jimmy in churches. And the last 5 years before coming to where we are now, we're in Virginia now, but before that, I was a director of a mission in Owsley County, Kentucky. And it was there that I actually met the Sports Reach guys. They all came to town to help put on a basketball camp for our kids there in that area. And my real thing, I think, there was I wanted to help the people to have better lives, to know who God was, and to better themselves. And I wanted the kids to know who Jesus is and to really be sold out and love Jesus the way I did. And I couldn't have been more thankful to see the guys that came, the coaches, Zach and Andrew and Robbie and all the others that came to be coaches at the basketball camp, because they were true Christians. I saw them being humble and bowing down and helping children and raising them up to make baskets. But I also heard them share their love for Christ, and that's really what it's all about for me. I think the biggest thing in my life is I look for people that need to know the Lord, and it's really important to me for people to know the Lord. And so, I don't feel like I'm a great missionary or I'm a fabulous person, but I am someone that loves the Lord and wants to lead others to the Lord. And there's nothing better to me, no greater blessing than seeing someone accept Christ and then continue to follow Him. Now we're in Virginia, and Jimmy's pastoring a church here. And coming here, it was different because I had been so busy at the mission and doing all the things that I was doing, helping the mission teams come and do their mission trips. And when we came here, I thought, well, I don't know exactly what to do with myself. And so I started praying. And what God led me to was a group of young women that needed to know that Jesus really loved them, and that as moms, they were doing the very best they could to try to raise their children to be the kind of people that Christ would be happy with. And so we took some time, we're taking the time every week to look at the women in the Bible and compare their lives to our lives and see that really the women in the Bible had the same kind of issues we did. Maybe their lives were different, the way they went about things were different, but they were still moms and wives and sisters and daughters, and they had lots of problems, and we're learning how to better serve the Lord by comparing ourselves to them and seeing how they handled things and seeing how Christ worked in their lives. And so I'm just really honored to share this with you today, and I hope that some small part of what I said is touched someone. And I thank Zach again for his testimony and his love for Christ and the way he shares Christ with others. Thank you.